What's going on, fellas? This is Sir Studmuffin, leader of Affliction, and today I'm actually back. Um, this is the first clan. Well, I won't say first clan, but we're gonna go ahead and remake kind of Affliction, if you want to say. I'll just kind of show you real quick. See the hashtag right here. Basically, what we're going to be doing, we're gonna allow other people, if you guys want to visit, do whatever you want, I'm totally fine with that, to be honest. I'm not getting any softer or anything like that, but I do understand that being isolationist really has no point to it. I don't have any really issues with anyone, no qualms, no point in having any vendetta against whoever, Feral Ravens, Brian's clan. I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't matter to me anymore. If people wanted to join, say hey, totally fine. I've had so many people in the clan throughout the years that I understand if people want to say hi and see how I'm doing and establish some sort of relationship. That's totally fine by me. Like I said, I'm not really getting soft or anything like that, but I am, understanding. So what have I been doing? I'll go ahead and let me show a replay real quick. Because last time TP told me, or in one of my videos, he told me basically to show replays while I'm talking. It's boring to sit here and look at a blank screen while Stud's talking, and I totally understand that. So, gonna go ahead and do that. We are trying to cut down saying the ums, uhs, and stuff like that. I don't know if I already said that. I don't think I have, but working on that. I know that I'm usually a pretty good public speaker, but for whatever reason, when I'm recording a video, it just comes out, I guess, the ums and uhs and stuff like that. There it is. But anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and just look at this attack real quick. I like it, to be honest, because you got a rage spell on each different arity, basically. He did kind of do a line. You can see rage spell on the hogs. But when I normally see this base, I would always think Trip Lightning, even though it's a large base, and he just kind of takes advantage of the fact that there's not a whole lot of defenses hitting his troops. It's not a great base design, but for a Town Hall 7 to hit a Town Hall 8, it's pretty solid. Level 2 dragons, stuff like that. So, nice effort on his part. He's from Norse Global Chat, actually, and that's for the most part what our recruiting is right now. It's just what it is when you don't have a record. To get into that, I know that everyone was super demoralized with the old clan and how we lost that, essentially, because kind of got angry. But the basic notion behind it is leadership was starting to fall apart again. We lost a lot of people. TP, Tim had his thing. I just wasn't getting really the help I needed, and to run a clan with that much scrutiny and strict requirements, it's kind of hard to do so by myself along with a YouTube channel. I just decided it was time for me to try and kind of branch out, see what I could find. I made a clan with Caillou. It was the guy that started Affliction with me way back when, but it just wasn't really the same, in all honesty. So it is what it is. But we're just showing some replays. Let's see if I can click this. So basically how am I recording? Because for a long time I couldn't record for whatever reason. The university doesn't have AirPlay, or like doesn't allow you to use AirPlay with the Wi-Fi in the dorms. I don't get it, but that's basically how I used to record, AirPlaying from my Mac or my iPad to my Mac. So actually now I'm on BlueStacks on the Mac, and then I just was able to, I think BlueStacks is only Android, but you can link a device or link like your account from iOS, and then it's on both. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I was like, well, you know what, we might as well. But that's just kind of what I was deciding. And then I'm recording with QuickTime Player, which pretty simple. Once you have the screen basically on the Mac, it's just so easy. So shout out to Mac for that. But With this raid though, right here you can see Emoji kind of doing a hog attack, and Emoji, honestly, he's a North Global Chat as well. He said he didn't like wars, didn't like, really just wanted to farm and stuff like that. Honestly, I was just like, it's whatever. When we're just trying to get people, obviously, you know. But one of our co-leaders actually just started the war, which you can imagine how I was about that. But he actually, I mean, if you watch this attack, it's not bad. It's pretty solid. The heal spells look decent. It's a shitty base, but regardless, for someone that says he doesn't like to war, it looks like a pretty solid attack to me. I think he's got the last attack in this war run right now. It's not quite over yet, about 30 minutes, but he's got a pretty big attack, and for his first tag, it looked pretty solid. I think we were up by 2, but they have 2 Tunnel 9 bully attacks left, and I'm not sure what the percentage is, so we're just going to see what happens here. This clan I think we're playing is 52 and 79, which is pretty shitty, so not really, I wouldn't really call this a war recap necessarily, just kind of me talking and showing replays, but for right now, the replays I have are from this war, but it's just nice to be able to record without using my freaking iPhone to record. I don't know if you've seen that, and if anyone, I might have sent it like a video of mine, just of like a replay of what I did, and I was recording literally with my iPhone, and that just, I mean, it just wasn't that great. So anyhow, let's see, next attack here, Liam, who's the elder. He's like our main elder right now, for the most part. I think Itachi is an elder as well, who you saw. And I mean, it's just a standard hog attack. Nothing we could really do though, seeing that the enemy sucks. So if you don't get a good base, you don't get a good base, and takes advantage of it pretty well. Pretty solid 3-star. You can see it's under 2 minutes, looks like. And I mean, Queen exposed, Asian wall, hogs, I believe. Drops a lot of whiz here, but I guess I can kind of see the point behind that. And all these hogs on different areas, kind of not necessarily a surgical hog, but I would call it an Asian wall, like U formation kind of. Heal spells look pretty decent though. He's got there's a lot of DPS in the core, but for heal spell hog attack, Goho, or regular hogs, it's almost impossible to defend against unless there's like a really deep double giant bomb. This base is pretty close together. Like I said, these guys are pretty bad. I think they've only used Go Wipe on us. They've 3-starred a Town Hall 8 and 2 Town Hall 7s. I will say though, I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but we are actually trying to go for a Town Hall 9 heavy clan. I've always said I wanted to do it, but basically I'm just going to be recruiting Town Hall 9s, and Sizz, the co-leader, who I met in Swarm, and I'll get into that quickly after this, but basically he wanted to start a clan with me, and he's like a Town Hall, or he's going to be a Town Hall 9.5, so we'll have some sort of leadership able to hit a Town Hall 10, and that's important, as always, as you have known, for me. And when I say you, I'm talking about the old Affliction members. I know some of the new guys might be seeing this video, but this video is catered to the old guys that might be subbed to me. Basically a video to tell you, hey, I'm back. Affliction's back. You're welcome to join, visit, war with us, whatever you want. And there's no necessary issues there on my part. I know you guys are probably kind of angry at me, but it is what it is. And I just kind of made a decision. So it's not what I wanted to do, but anyhow, what have I been doing? I have been in several different clans for the past month. Like I told you, I made a little clan with Caillou. Didn't work out. I think Brian said I made like 2. I don't remember how many. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. It just wasn't going to work out that well. But we tried it, and just not the same. But after that, I've been in several other clans, joining other clans, which, as you know, I never have joined another clan for probably more than 10 seconds. I mean, seriously, like, I never did. So I warred with a few other clans. As you probably know, I tried out for 2-0. I left mid-tryout. I just didn't like how they were treating their members. For a clan to kick people after a war, it got super tense because basically they'd kick people without telling them why. It would just be like kick and then you didn't make it. I don't like that at all. I think it's pretty disrespectful when you make people fill out an application, you make them wait 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month before you even let them try out, and then you just kick them. Like, honestly, it's pretty disrespectful to me. So, oh shit, looks like my Mac's getting kind of low. Go ahead and plug that in real quick. Give me a sec. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, I know people don't necessarily believe me. They think I might not have made it. I think I warred once with them. It was a Town Hall 10 heavy war for the enemy, and they were honestly, the TH10s were ass, but TH10 with Infernos and shit, and the enemy didn't even really attack. It's kind of annoying, but that's not why I left. It was just honestly by the way they were treating people. To be honest, they kicked one of the guys that I liked, and I thought it should have gone through, and then they advanced people I didn't think should have gone through, but it's whatever. Other clans I've kind of been in, Reddit clans. I think I was in the new Reddit, Raise Affinity, whatever. I was in that for war. I think I got a 4-star war. I had a pretty nice surgical attack. I remember that, and they won the war, but I didn't really like them either. I just haven't really seen a whole lot of clans that I liked for whatever reason. For this clan, the plan, I know Killer is going to go crazy about this if he sees this, but I am basically going to be using band with this clan only. And I think he's probably going to think that's pretty funny because I say against it. But when you're going 10 on 9 heavy, it's kind of what you need to do. And I like it. I told him I liked it. For what we had in the old clan, that was kind of kick. When I say that, kick was kind of what's needed, but I've kind of seen how inefficient kick and line and all that other stuff is in other clans, and how jumbled the chat gets. And I know, we had it as well, but I can really see that, especially in clans like One Hive where they use line, and I wake up in the morning and there's 250 messages or some shit. I mean, that's ridiculous. You can't even really see what people are talking about, and for a clan that active, I mean, just absolutely crazy. So anyhow, it is what it is. We still use Sketch. We changed the 6-hour rule to 10 hours for international people. Start time's about the same. 3 wars a week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. So most of the stuff we did in the past, we're still doing. We're going to go with a team mindset, and I might make kind of like a series, maybe an idea. I don't know. See what you guys think about it on how to lead and how I lead and what I do and stuff like that. Kind of what goes through my mind throughout the process, because I'm sure there have been times you're like, what the hell is this guy thinking? So, and then this last tag was a bully attack. So I'm not gonna show that. That's gonna basically wrap up this video, though. I don't, for other clans, like I said, Raise Infinity I went to, FYSB, I think I was in their tryout clan briefly, and then it was over my birthday or something like that. I looked at FYSB though themselves a little bit. I didn't war with them necessarily, but I don't like them. It's kind of weird. They didn't let people really give input, or like basically if you're a recruit, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, kind of deal. And the elders know everything. It's like, okay, whatever, dude. So I hope I've never had that attitude. But just from seeing how other leaders are, honestly, most leaders are not that into it, or at least not as much as I have been. And I'm not saying that in an egotistical way at all. But, it's important to me to see, or it was important for me to see how other clans do it. Just so, number one, my expectations can be more realistic, and some of the things that I can do are a little bit better. So I learned a lot in about a month process. But, I'm back, and most people knew. I never could really join another clan. I mean, One Hive was like the one clan I was going to try out, and I think One Hive regular, I don't think my heroes were high enough or some shit like that, but 2-0 had their tryout thing, and it's basically the same thing, but they're pretty Nazi about it, to be honest. You think I'm bad. They're pretty ridiculous, especially 1.0, but you know, I'm sure you've heard all the rumors. Reddit's okay, but I don't like using GroupMe, and the Raise Infinity used banned, but which is like the new Reddit clan. But Raise Infinity would use banned to where they don't do individual posts for plans, and I was like, that basically defeats the whole purpose. You don't even use Clash Caller, so what's seriously, what's the point? Are you just gonna post an event of when you have like a scrim or something like that? P.S. We are gonna be doing scrims in this clan when I can. I'm in the FBC community, if you didn't know, but we're definitely gonna be doing scrims on that because I enjoyed doing that for the brief period of time, but just see what they did on our bases, and that's gonna about wrap this video up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Once again, if you were in the old clan, you're more than welcome to join, whether you're Feral, whether you're Affliction, first clan, second clan. I don't know how many clans you've had, but it's been a fun